What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Fan Friday, and if you didn't watch the video earlier, then you didn't know it's Fan Friday. But if you watched box openings earlier, you know that we're playing Tapu Bulu today. It was Fan Friday. It's what won, and we're gonna try this deck out. Tapu Bulu has gotten some hype. I personally not a huge fan of it, but we're gonna try it out today, see if it's actually good or not. So Tapu Bulu, horn attack for 30, nature judgment just 120. You may discard all energy from this Pokemon. If you do, this deck does 60 more damage. Or Tapu Wilderness for 150, heal all damage for this Pokemon. And you can't use more than one GX attack per game. Okay, so how am I going to power this Tapu Bulu? Well, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can play Max Elixir, which I think is terrible because like Garbodor's a thing and just destroys you that way. If you do play against Garbodor with Max Elixirs, you can at least like Nature's Judgment them every turn, like Nature Judgment, Nature Judgment, Nature Them. What you're really concerned about is Trampa, not so much the Garbodors in that matchup. But we're playing a 4-4 Lurantis line. Of course, Lurantis has attack Flower Supply, does 40. You attach 2 basic injury cards from Discard Palette to your Pokemon any way you like, which means you can put it on the bench or the active any way you like. And my idea behind Bulu is you use Lurantis, you Flower Supply for 40, you put 2 Grass Energies on top of Bulu, right? The next turn, you get Nature Judgment for 120, because 120 plus the 40 is 160. Then put a Choice Band in there somewhere. Maybe a promo Lurantis that makes you do 20 more damage. Could end up being like 180 through 200, whatever. Maybe, I don't know. It's a lot. You can do a couple different tricks with it. Like you could do Flower Supply for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then use the Nature's Judgment for 120, which is 210, plus the other, so you can do 230 pretty easily. And that's the plan. And then you use Tapu Wilderness with a Choice Band and a Tapu Lele to do, not Tapu Lele, a Fomantis, not a Fomantis, a Promo Lurantis, sorry, to do 200 to knock out somebody else. And then you do Nature's Judgment for a 200 knockout. So, like, theoretically, in a happy world, Tapu Bulu can just sweep a game, right? It can, like, Nature Judgment to claim out Lurantis, then Tapu Wilderness for the, another prize card, and then you heal all the damage from this guy, and then you Nature Judgment for the knockout, but then you discard your Grass Energies. So that is the plan. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I know some people play it for Tapu Bulu, which I think is crazy. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you only need like 1 or 2. He is not the main attacker. I mean, he is like the main attacker, but you got to get him set up, okay? So 413 Lurantis. Lurantis also has Solar Blade for 120. He'll 30 from this Pokemon. Combine this with the Choice Band, 150, and with the other Lurantis, 170. And you have Chlorocythe GX. This attack does 50 damage times the amount of Grass Energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you have 3, you can do 150. With the Choice Band, 180. So it's really nice, actually. So 4-4, 2. I'm playing 1 Sudowoodo. Roadblock is just amazing. I'm starting to love it almost every single one of my decks. 1 Shaymin and 2 Tapu Lele. I'm still like loving the 1 Shaymin in our deck. It is a Lysandre target. But, yeah, it happens sometimes. And 2 Tapu Lele. Now in the deck, of course, you know, nothing too crazy in the list. Just kind of standard builds nowadays. 2 Field Blower, 2 Pokemon Rescue Stretchers. We play, you know, the Flower Supply gets introduced at a discard pile, so we really don't need Super Rod that much. So I'm playing Rescue Stretcher, and Stretcher gets it back in your hand, which is broken. 2 Switch, because Tapu Bulu does have a 3 retreat cost, and Lurantis has a 2 retreat cost. So they're somewhat heavy to retreat. 4 Ultra Ball and 4 via Seeker. Playing 4 with Giant Plants. Now, some people might argue and say, like, you should play XYZ. And I like Force because I like getting the turn 1 Lurantis if you're going second and trying to power that Bulu, which is really cool. 2 Lysandre, 3 in, 1 Olympia, once again to help with that switching stuff. Because now you get Ultra Ball for a switch card, which is really good. 1 Fan Club to get 2 Pokemon, 2 base Pokemon and put them in your hand. Which I think I like Fan Club over Bridget all day, because Fan Club allows you to grab like a Lele or a Shaymin, and then you can activate them. I know you get one more card with Bridget, but you really don't need too much search. As long as you start with a Bulu or Lurantis, or a Fomantis, sorry, you can like put those 2 guys down and you're good to go. 4 Sycamore, 3 Choice Bands, you do 30 more damage. 2 Float Stone, once again, heavy retreat Pokemon. We need as much switching as we can. And 12 Grass Energies, because we do not need to miss a Grass Energy. And our plan is to Ultra Ball 2 Grass Energies turn 1 and use that Flower Supply to put 2 energies into any Pokemon we like in any way we want to. So there we go, guys. There's Fan Friday. There's the Lurantis Tapu Bulu deck. And the question is it good or not? I don't know. Like I said, still kind of weary. I'm still kind of like it seems cool, but is it great? Man, like, I'm a big fan of grass Pokemon, but I'm still, like, rather play Decidueye over this right now. But it might change later. I mean, it does take down a lot of stuff right now. It's just setting it up as the hard part. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, so I'm going to get Scouter Vegeta. That's a funny name. Oh, Dragon Ball Z, I love you. Alright, so we lost the coin flip, which is good. Maybe we'll get that turn 1 crazy, like, Ultra Ball, discard 2 Grass Energy, get a Lurantis, power Tapu Bulu, all that good stuff. So, get a mulligan. Alright, water DC. So it's a water box deck. Oh boy, we're playing grass, they're playing water. We get, oh man, if we, oh please let me find energy. Please, Pokemon. Let me find energy. So put down Fomantis. Oh, they found a Pokemon. Alright. Put down Fomantis. Put down Tapu Bulu. Rest done. Come on, baby. Give me a grass energy top deck. I'll be so excited. And it is a Ninetales deck. Now, Ninetales is weak to, unfortunately, grass. I mean, not grass, steel. Okay. But maybe we'll top deck a grass energy. Ultra Ball, discard Force, and something else. Maybe grabbing a Shaymin and setting up. Alright, so Choice Band to the active, okay. So water energy, he can't use Beaker right now. There's a Tapu Lele coming down. We cannot one-shot the Vulpix, unfortunately. Unless we played a second Lurantis, we could. Alright, so see a Tapu Lele. Let's see what he decides to go for. Maybe an in, maybe a Hex. A Hex here would be pretty bad. So there's an in. Alright, so the in, I mean, he gets rid of a Forest. As long as we find an Ultra Ball and a Grass Energy, that's all I care about. Grass Energy and Ultra Ball. Trying to get that turn 1 set up. There's a Grass Energy, Olympia. Okay, so where's our... If we top deck an Ultra Ball, I'll be so excited if we top deck an Ultra Ball Pokemon. You hear me? Alright, so Tauros coming down. I don't care about Tauros, really. He could have retreated to it, but he's going to opt not to. So put down a Force of Giant Plants. Well, Grass Energy active and play it in. Give us both new hands of 6. Come on. Find me an Ultra Ball and 2 Grass Energies. And we don't find either one. Fantastic. Alright, so put down the other Tapu Bulu. We'll go for a Synthesis. Putting in Grass Energy to a Tapu Bulu. Alright, so on our opponent's turn. Alright, so we had a good hand, and Ian is out of it. I mean, we didn't find an Ultra Ball. We didn't find a Lurantis. I mean, we got 2 Grass Energies in play, but he can... But no, he can't knock us out. The max he could do is 50 to somebody, so I'm not too concerned about that. They were seeing Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard 2 cards from his hands. And, discard a Sycamore and a N. No, Bridget. He discarded Bridget. There's a probably grab a Ninetales most likely, okay? He can do 80 to the active if he wants to. There is a Ninetales coming down, okay. Alright, so there's Ninetales coming down. There is a Water Energy to Ninetales and a Kukui to do additional 20 damage, which can knock us out. A Refsee's coming down as well. Great. Alright, so we see a 70 damage coming down, going to go down to 5 prize cards. And that's fine to take it on the prize cards, because we're going to hopefully not put down another... Well, get a Force, that's good to start with, right? Grass Energy via Seeker for an in. Okay. Can we find an Ultra Ball in a Grass Energy? Just 1. I'm just asking for 1. Alright, and... we find an Ultra Ball in a Grass Energy. Thank you, Pokemon. Alright, so put down a Fomantis. Well, Ultra Ball discarding a Grass and a Fan Club. We could grab a Shaymin, but I'd rather just guarantee a Lurantis right now. Okay, so grab a Lurantis. And we are going to put a Lurantis in the active and go for a Flower Supply. Alright, so he can't knock us out no matter what. Yeah, so we'll do 40, okay. We'll put a Grass Energy to the active and a Grass Energy to the bench. Alright, the only problem is, can we do 210? Nope. Maybe. This guy can do 150 next turn. 5, 6. Okay, so if we put a Grass Energy and find a Silver Bangle, we can take a knockout on this guy. Or a... Well, no, we need a Grass Energy, Silver Bangle, and a Promo Lurantis, which he doesn't know we play. That could be our little secret. Don't tell him. He can't take a knockout Ninetales. He can maybe move the damage off, but he's going to waste his GX attack right now. I don't think so. It doesn't seem very smart. He might just go for the Blizzard Edge for 180. And just put some pressure on us. So now go to Ice Blade. Alright, so going to do 80 to the active. Alright, so can we find a Grass Energy and Lurantis promo? There's a Stretcher. Well, the Stretcher gets us a Fomantis. I'm just going to Sycamore, just discard our hand, draw 70 cards. Alrighty, and we don't find it. We don't even find an energy. We played 12 energies and didn't find anything. Oh my goodness. What is happening right now? Alright, so what I'm going to do is put a Float Stone. Oh my goodness. Oh man. We didn't find an energy. Oh my goodness. Really, Pokemon? Alright. So, we're gonna go for another Flower Supply for... If we do Flower Supply, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do Flower Supply for 40. Man, I can't believe we didn't find energy. But next time we can Tapu Wilderness for the knockout. He can't move 80 to the active. Okay, so what we can do is we can put down a Float Stone in him, down to 3. Trying to find a Grass Energy and Tapu Wilderness for the knockout, okay. Then we get a Lysandre with the Tapu Lele, knock that out with a Nature's Judgment. We see a DC go down to Tauros, okay. Am I scared about the Tauros? Not really. If he swings with Tauros, he can do 60 his turn. And no, we're gonna go for Blizzard Edge for the knockout, going down to 4 prize cards. Okay. So he's gonna go down to 3 prize cards, okay. We'll send in the Tapu Bulu. Alright, on our turn, let's see what happens. So we'll put down, ooh, we got a Grass Energy. Thank you, Pokemon. So Grass Energy, we'll Float Stone the bench, the active, and play an end, put our opponent down to 3. We get 6 new cards. Looking for a Lurantis. Alright, that's not the right Lurantis. Okay, that's not good. Alright, so, I mean, the Lurantis can help us next turn because we can knock out the Tauros with a Nature's Judgment. So right now I'm going to go for Tapu Wilderness for 150 to knock out this Ninetales. Okay, so we knock out the Ninetales. Going down to 4 prize cards, so we'll take 1 and 2. We find a Lurantis and a Lysandre. Okay, so he's going to send in the Tauros. We can still knock out the Tauros. We can just discard the energy and do 180, so that's fine. We see an N. Okay, but we're gonna knock out the Tauros. He can do 60 to us, and then maybe knock us out with the Vulpix next turn. There's a Lysandre, Grass. Okay, all right. Gotta hope he doesn't find a Ninetales here. If he does not, okay, so nope. Gonna Horn Attack for 60, which means he can't take a knockout with Vulpix next turn, which is really nice. We see a Stretcher, so we're gonna use the Stretcher right now to put a card from a discard pile into our hand. We're gonna grab a Lurantis. We'll put that guy down, and we'll via Seeker for a Sycamore, discard our hand, drawn 7 new cards. Alright, and let's see, what do we get with the Sycamore? I'm trying to find an energy for the most part. That's what we really need. And there's an energy choice band, alright. So put an energy on the bench, and we will go for a Nature's Judgment. We will discard all the energy, do an additional 60 damage for 180, knocking out the Tauros, going down to 2 prize cards. Okay, so we get 1 and 2. And let's see, he can swing a Tapu Lele maybe, but that's not going to take a knockout. We discard all our energy, so that's really cool. If he discards our Float Stone, we can Ultra Ball for Olympia to send in the Lurantis, and then a Flower Supply for 40. And here we see Vulpix coming up. On Ultra opponent's turn, let's see what happens. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of good now. I mean, I was kind of shaky. I was a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. We missed the energy. And there's Sycamore for our opponent, discarding Aqua Patch, Lysandre, and other stuff. There's a Tapu Koko coming down. Okay. Don't care too much about that. And there's a Tauros coming online. Okay. Tauros a little scary. DC to Tauros. We'll probably see a Retreat and maybe a Horn Attack. But Horn Attack's not going to knock us out. What we're going to do is retreat to the Lurantis. We're going to Flower Supply, put 2 energies in play, and then we can knock out with Tapu Bulu, which is really cool. So, alright, so going to put 2 cards in his hand. Alright, so what we can do right now is actually knock out the, we can actually knock out the active. Alright, so we can Ultra Ball, discarding a Field Blower and Choice Band. To grab a Fomantis, okay. We'll put down the Fomantis. We will Choice Band. What I'm going to do is Grass Energy active. VS Seeker for Sycamore. Discard our hand, drawn 7. Wait, did we discard the Lurantis? We have not. So a Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards, okay. And we find it. So we get Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard the Field Blower and the Olympia. Just trying to thin our deck down as much as we can. We'll grab the Promo Lurantis. Promo Lurantis coming in clutch right now. We'll put it down, and we get Flower Supply for 40, plus 20 for a knockout. We'll retreat into the Lurantis. Put down Sudowoodo, putting your opponent field down to 4. Don't really care about that too much. And we're going to Flower Supply for the knockout. And we're going to put a Grass Energy to the Tapu Bulu. Grass Energy to Tapu Bulu. And my opponent's move. So we're going to add 1 prize card. There's a Grass Energy. The only unfortunate thing is we played 3 VS Seekers and 2 Lysandres. So Vulpix coming down. He's not going to get knockout this turn. There's a Water to the Bitch, okay? Let's see, what does he do here? There's an end, so we go to 1. Alright, and let's see, what do we find here with that 1 card? He puts himself down to 3. There's a Tapu Lele. I mean, if we had a Ninetales, that would be really good. I mean, Lysandre would be really good. So on our turn, we get a Grass Energy. Is that game 6, 7, 8? Yes, it's a game. So put a Grass Energy to this guy. We will retreat into the Tapu Bulu, and we will use the Nature's Judgment for 200 damage, actually. Yes, we'll discard all energy and do 200 damage to that Tauros. Take it a knockout, take it a game. Alright, so there we go. There's game number 1 with the Lurantis Tapu Bulu deck. Beating a Ninetales deck. I mean, my opponent really has some unfortunate luck. Didn't find a Ninetales, but he took early prizes. He took 3. And put him at an odd count, and he was just unable to draw into his cards. But we'll see into the game with the Tapu Bulu Lurantis deck. I still think that the Lurantis promo and Forest Giant Plains are good. I know some people are going to argue and say they're bad, but we'll see into the game with the deck here in a second. We'll see what happens. Okay. Alright, so big a salty one. Ooh, they're playing an interesting deck. Looks like an Umbreon kind of deck with like fire or something, so call heads. It lost a coin flip, but we can still maybe get that turn 1 attack off, which is really cool. So on to our opponent's turn, let's see what is going to happen here. My hat, like green screen right now? Oh, it is green screen. Look at there. It was green screening for a second. Alright, oops, sorry, our hand. Alright, so we get a, oh, we actually have a really good hand. Yeah, a really good hand. Alright, so press down, we got a Forest, a Grass, Lurantis, Shaymin. We are going places right now. Just don't end me, opponent. Now, he does play Grass, which means Flareon, but we have Tapu Bulu, which is not weak to fire. Alright, so we see a Dark Energy for the Umbreon coming out, okay, with the Shadow Punch, or Shadow Blow, whatever, Strafe. Just don't end me. Yes, Spaghetti coming out turn number 1, which is good for us. Alright. We're already on the right path to victory. If we top like an Ultra Ball, we're definitely like discarding the Grass and the, I don't know, maybe the Field Blower. Maybe the I kind of want the Float Stone. Yeah, we'll definitely keep the Float Stone. Then we'll put down a Tapu Bulu, put a Float Stone on it, and then Shaymin for 6. If we top deck an Ultra Ball, that is all hypothetical stuff. But we'll see Bridget probably grabbing, ooh, a Zoroark. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so on our turn, we get a Tapu Lele. So we have all the options right now. We literally have both the guys that we want to see. We get Tapu Lele to guarantee Pokemon. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to Lele. We're going to search for a supporter card, and let's see if it's in here. And Fan Club is in here. Great. So grab Fan Club. Okay. So grab Fan Club. We will play it, and with the Fan Club, we will grab a Fomantis and a Tapu Bulu. Okay, we'll put those 2 guys down. So 1 and 2. Put down a Forest Giant Plants. Put a Grass Synergy, Tapu Bulu, Float Stone, Lurantis, Fomantis, and Shaymin for 5. All right, can we find an Ultra Ball and some Grass Synergies? That'd be so lucky. Oh, we found an Ultra Ball, but no. Okay, so right now we'll go for a Flower Supply for 40. So what can he do next turn? Well, he can Shadow Ball for 90 and 30 to somebody. Don't care too much. I guess we could have grabbed another. Oh, we could have grabbed another Lurantis. Hit for 60. I don't know what the math that would have changed. Another Umbreon coming down the field. Okay. Choice Band to the active. We have Field Blower to get rid of that, and a Sycamore discard his hand. Draw 7 new cards. Okay. So let's see, what does he do here? Now, if we fill our bench up, we can do 150. Zoroark can do 180, which is very, very, very scary. So Dark Energy active. So we're going to see a straight for 60. And does he send in a new guy? Maybe he thinks like Eevee's safe, he can send that guy up. If he sends in a Zora or an Eevee, we can knock that out, which would be really nice if he doesn't expect it. We do have that promo Lurantis just sitting in our deck, like, alright, we got this, we got the six, we got the sweet play, and does he strafe or not? The answer is no. Alright, so we get a grass energy. Well, we're gonna Ultra Ball, discard the grass. And then I guess it really doesn't matter. In a stretcher, we're gonna grab. Part of me really wants to grab a Lurantis promo, but I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for later. It looks like we prized 2 Fomantis, but it's okay. We'll put down Lurantis. We'll Field Blower, getting rid of the Choice Band. Press and done. And we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards. Alright, Ultra Ball and a Grass Energy. That's great. So Ultra Ball, discard a Grass and a Switch. Okay. We'll grab nothing. Really nothing I need to get. We'll grab Sudowoodo just so we don't draw into it next turn. That's fine. I'm gonna put a grass unit on the bench, Tapu Bulu. And I'm gonna go for Flower Supply for 40. Okay. We'll put a grass energy on the bench guy right here and a grass energy other Lurantis. We could put on the active. Yeah, I'm putting the active and saying, hey, next turn we can retreat and attack with Tapu Bulu. We get Nature's Judgment for 120 to knock out the Umbreon, which is really nice. And then next turn we can maybe like Tapu Wilderness. I don't know. We kind of committed the Float Stone to it. But I think we're still okay. I think we're fine here. I think we still got this, guys. Don't worry. I mean, I'm not worried at all, actually. I'm not scared at all. I mean, Shadow Bolt could do like 90 and 30. Put 30 on the Tapu Bulu, and then Zora could take a knockout. Which is a good setup, actually. So, Field Blower, get rid of the Float Stone, which is actually, like, beneficial to us. It does get rid of the Forest of Giant Plants. Okay. Let's see here. Part of me is probably just going to via Seeker for Sycamore, just discard her hand, draw 7 cards. Does she strafe this turn to send in somebody else new? That would be kind of unfortunate because we have to, like, Solar Blade for 120. We could do Solar Blade next turn and just knock out Umbreon as well and save our Tapu Bulu for whenever we need to. Because since he discarded energy, we can... I mean, the only thing is we don't have Promo Lurantis in our deck. Alright, we can't put down Promo Lurantis right now because we have a guy prize. So we see a Tapu Lele. Gonna grab a Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 cards. So you commit a Dark Energy to the bench Umbreon. So we might see a strafe happening right now. We see a Float Stone going to the Zora. You can see he's getting ready for that Zorg. So, Sycamore, discarding a Zorg, breaking in, and a Dark Energy. Plays Giratina as well. Okay. Alright. the green screen is, like, making me laugh right now. Alright, so let's see. So, there's an Ultra Ball. He's going to grab a Zorg. But what does he strafe? Does he go for strafe, maybe? Discards the Sycamore, Umbreon. Okay. We're going to grab a Flareon. Oh, boy. Strafe still only does 60, so that's not going to knock us out. So see a Flareon come down, okay. I mean, Zora can hit for like a ton of damage on our Lurantis, though, which is unfortunate. But no, gonna strafe for 60. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna Tapu Lele for a Lysandre, bring this guy up, take a knockout. So I'm gonna send the Umbreon, okay, that's A, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to put an energy on this guy. I'm going to Tapu Lele for a Lysandre. Yes, I would. Yeah, we'll grab a Lysandre. Bring in the Umbreon, taking a knockout. The only thing I'm scared of is Zorg. Alright, so a Lysandre this guy. And we will Leaf Blade for 120 for the knockout. Okay, so we got out of 4 price cards, getting 1 and 2. Healing 30. 30 damage is irrelevant. There's a Choice Band and a Sycamore going to our hand, okay? Alright, so let's see who sits up here. Probably Zora has a free retreat thanks to Float Stone. Does he play DCE? He might not play DCE either. That could be a factor in his attack. I mean, he probably does because he plays Umbreon and everything like that. So we see a Alter the Moon come down, giving that free retreat for Pokemon that have grass or whatever. So there's a Rescue Stretcher. Gonna shuffle an Umbreon, Zora Break, and an Eevee in his deck. Okay. We're not too scared about Zorg Break. I mean, he can copy Tapu Bulu attacks. Alright, so let me see Sycamore go in his hand, okay. So Sycamore discarding his hand, draws 70 cards. We didn't find a Lurantis either, which is unfortunate, because that's what we're really digging for. If we hit a Lurantis off those 2 cards, we could potentially take a knock on Umbreon with a Tapu Wilderness, which would be really nice. But if he finds a DC, who does he attack here with? Does he go with Umbreon? Or does he go with Zoroark? So Ultra Ball discarding an Ultra Ball and a Zora to get a Zoroark, okay. What does he do here? Nice, Zoroark coming down, okay. DC, and he's going to go for Mind Jack, which is okay with me, because we can use Tapu Bulu's Nature Judgment for the knockout if we find a Grass Energy. Alright, so he's going down to 4 price cards, okay. We'll send up Tapu Bulu. Alright, on our turn, we get a Grass Energy. So with a Grass Energy active, we will Choice Band and VS Seeker for an N. Or not. Just kidding, no N or discard pile. Goody. Alright, so I'm going to grab a Sycamore, okay? I'm going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, so there's a Grass Energy Force, put down 4 Giant Plants. We'll Float Stone to Tapu Lele, and we'll go for a Nature's Judgment. We're not going to discard the energies. No, thank you. Alright, so doing 120, going down to 3 price cards, okay? We find a VS Seeker, okay. Because what we can do next turn is VS Seeker, bring up the Umbreon, taking a knockout if we discard the energy, because we do a 200. And only if you discard the Choice Band, then that would not be very nice. But we do play multiple Choice Bands to help us hit the 200 damage, which is really nice. We could put a Grass Energy in the Lurantis as well. The Choice Band to the active, okay. There's an Ultra Ball, going to discard 2 cards from his hand, discard the Zoroark and a Zora, okay. Let's see, what does he get here? Alright, so there's an Eevee coming down, okay. So, the thing about Eevee is he can't evolve with this turn because he has commit energy to the active Umbreon. So, a alternate move coming down. Sycamore? No, I instruct for 2, okay. So, he's going to draw 2 cards. I mean, does he not have anything? He's only played 1 DC. Oh, he's played 4 Darks, though. That could be a bad thing in my opponent's deck. So that's 5 overall. So there's a VS Seeker. You gotta think he's going for N. I mean, for Sycamore, yeah. Because you can't go for N. You put yourself down to 2. He is digging for a DC. But if he finds a DC, yeah, he'll take a knockout. Or he won't take a knockout. He'll do 130. 19, oh, he'll do 120. Alright, so DC, whatever. He's going to shot a bullet. Okay. Not take a knockout because we're not weak to grass. Tapu Bulu is saving us with the weakness, alright. Alright, so we'll see our opponent swing. Doing 30 to the Lurantis. Okay. So on our turn, we'll put a Grass Energy in this guy, and we top deck it in, we'll play it, putting our opponent down to 4. Yes. And with this, we gotta hope he whiffs an energy. Alright, so VS Seeker, Ultra Ball, and Choice Band. Alright, so we'll go for the Nature's Judgment. Okay. We'll discard all the grass. Yes, we'll discard all the grass energy off this guy, okay? So 210. We'll go down to 1 price card. Alright, so 1 and 2. Go in our hand. We find a Fomantis and a Fomantis. Double Fomantis coming down all the way. Alright, but what can happen here? He can send an Eevee, get an Umbreon, and he can strafe, but he has to find a Choice Band. Okay? So is he an Eevee coming up? Alright, so on our opponent's turn, let's see what happens. What to do? So there's a DC go to Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele cannot take a. Ooh, hold on, boys. Holy cow! All right, so our opponent is going crazy. He's going to send a Tapu Lele. He's going to energy drive. Okay, going down to 2 price cards. But we can send in the Lurantis. Okay, struct. No. Oh my goodness, we win. Don't end us. Don't know. No, we had the game. We would put down Fomantis, Ultra Ball for the promo, Lysandre Eevee, and take a knockout. Now we just get a Grass Energy. Okay. So there's an energy drive. Okay, so let's think about this. We gotta do some math here, guys. We gotta do some crazy math. So we'll send a Tapu Lele, okay. On our turn. Ultra Ball. Okay, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. 7, 8, 9. He can do 1. Okay, so mixture. Hold on. Gotta do some math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I am going to put a Grass Energy in the active. retreat into this guy and go for a flower supply, okay? Oh man. Alright, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. But we do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, so I'm going to flower supply for 1 grass energy on the active. So flower supply for 40. We'll put a grass energy on the active. And a grass energy to the bench. Tapu Lele. Alright, so on our opponent's turn, let's see what happens. I mean, we're still in trouble here. I mean, unless we touch like a... Oh, I don't even know. Okay, so this is DCT active. That's not a knockout. That is a knockout. Oh my goodness. Took out our Shaymin-EX. Alright guys, sorry about the ending right there. Kind of like walked away. I was like, man, we just lost. But man, it was such a good game. Gotta put that in there, right? It was really close. We had the game if he didn't end us. Like, we had the Ultra Ball for Lurantis, could have Lysandre the EV, Flower Supply, plus this is 20, like 60 for the knockout. So that would have been fine. And we would have won the game. But the end of one, man, unfortunate. But guys, there we go. There's the Tapu Bulu Lurantis deck. If you have any suggestions, let me know. You know, I'm always looking forward for it. And today was my first day playing with this deck, so I am still learning a lot about it. Usually I like to spend time with decks and practice with them and stuff like that. But for Fan Friday, we really don't have that option. But this is actually a good deck to consider. I know going to Madison in Seattle, people were actually considering this. And nobody played it for Seattle. I don't know if this will change in Madison. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, it does have a good Garbodor deck matchup because you can Nature Judgment every turn for 120. You can also put a Pokemon Stimulator to heal 60 from Tapu Bulus if needed. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.